Hello, in this video, we will explore the competition, sentiment, and alignment features. Let's start with competition. On competition, the analysis is done at the topic level, meaning the value proposition you have set up in your topic. If you don't know what a topic is, I suggest you watch the first video where I explain this concept. So, competition is essentially an overview, a dashboard that allows you to understand how LLMs compare your brand and products to your competitors, and to get a summary of your brand's strengths and weaknesses compared to each of your competitors. So for you, compared to this competitor, you'll see the strengths, weaknesses, and an overall GetMint competition score that tells you you're roughly 50-50 compared to this competitor. You get this analysis for all the competitors you've set up in GetMint. At the top, you have the overall score from the various comparisons with all competitors, along with a summary of all the strengths and weaknesses that the LLMs mention about your brand and your competitors. Once again, you have the ability to analyze all the sources that the LLMs consulted before formulating their response. Very useful for detecting certain content that highlights specific strengths or weaknesses. Let's move on to the sentiments feature. Sentiments analysis allows you to clearly see and understand how the different artificial intelligence models are talking about your brand. Is the overall sentiment positive, or is it predominantly negative? This analysis is done at the brand level. You have an overall score with the positive score, the neutral score, and the negative score, which you can of course track over time, as well as a heat map that shows if everything is green, everything is fine. If it's orange, we've detected negative aspects by model. If you click on the color, you get the question, the detailed answer, and all the sources that were consulted by the LLMs to formulate this answer. Once again, you can select different LLMs and the time period. And as always, the analysis of the sources that were consulted by the LLMs to formulate their answers. Very useful for understanding how they respond. Alignment. Overall, alignment is about knowing whether the discourse of the different AI models is aligned with your key marketing messages. You have set up your GetMint account with your key brand attributes. If you don't know what that is, I invite you to watch the first video where I explain this concept, and we will analyze and generate a score out of 1,000 to determine how closely the LLM's discourse aligns with each of your key brand attributes. If you click on the score, you can see the question asked, the detailed answer, the GetMint evaluation, as well as all the sources that were consulted, and you can track this alignment over time, and once again, with all the sources in a dashboard to study it in detail.